Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Cloudy today, some showers, a possibility throughout the day. We've already had some this morning. It's still wet and gross outside now. 47 the high, it's about 44 downtown GR. Joe, before we get to this news story about bike lanes and the city's big survey.
Yeah.
What is that ropes course thing? Can you tell us about that?
Dude, right behind Celebration Cinema North,
Yeah.
they are opening a high ropes course. A treetop adventure park is going in those woods that I don't think anything currently exists in them right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's gonna open-
I see one for children as young as 4. That's cool.
But hopefully as old as me.
Well, I imagine it's all ages.
It says age 4 to 35, so yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I still have
Damn
2
it.
year to play in it.
Yeah, 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're barely
1 year and many months.
You're barely hanging on, Joe.
May 20th, like opening soon.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea that was going in back there. That is very cool.
I didn't either. Just no one's talked about it. I just came across it on the news. That's awesome.
Driving to Holland when you get just west of Hudsonville, and what is I think 32nd Avenue or whatever it is. I guess it'd be easier to see on the way back to Grand Rapids. It looks like they put in one of those, like not surfboard parks, but like wave pool parks.
They did?
They
Like
did?
where they pull you on a boat and you have the line.
One of those.
I can't
a
think of any of
wakeboard
a
park.
wakeboard park.
Yes.
I had none of the right words for that.
No.
But I really wanted
Yeah,
to.
you had board in there somewhere.
A wave pool surfing machine.
Yeah. You could ride in a razor.
Yeah. A Lake Bodie Park.
Sometimes you just got to commit and count on everybody else to pull you through.
Yeah. And sometimes we do, and sometimes we watch as you burn.
Yes, I
Yes.
was
Or
aware
me.
that
Yeah,
I was
I-
rolling the dice on
Yeah,
that one,
I
but
did not know.
now that may have been open there last year. I didn't remember seeing it last year.
I haven't heard of it. I didn't know that was going on.
I don't know.
And I haven't seen it. And I made that trip last year.
Yeah, I don't do that, so I wouldn't have known.
Oh, it's super fun.
Unless it's private. Maybe it's private.
No.
That'd be a real drag.
Wakeboard park.
That's another
I'll
way that
look
you
this
know
up
you've
later.
made it if you've got your own wakeboard
That
park.
would do it. Meanwhile, the city wants to know people's opinions. I'm sure they'll get a consensus very quickly on this.
Has one of the worst bicycle-related crash rates in the state, according to city
I
officials.
assume they said Grand Rapids there.
Yes.
That has one of the worst bicycle-related crash rates in the state, according to city officials. That includes the second highest number of bike-related fatalities in the state.
So now the city is reaching out to both cyclists and motorists to create a way to cut down on that problem.
Motorists is...
You didn't need that.
Yeah, bicyclists is... And motorcyclists is in, and
No one likes
motorists.
when you talk like me on the news.
Nah.
And they're hoping to do that by way of a survey. 24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFergie is here now with what they're asking.
Well, Brian, if you thought these bike lanes like the one here on College Avenue in Grand Rapids were kind of a passing fad, think again. The effort to make Grand
Yes,
Rapids...
the fad
passing.
of bike lanes. Yeah, you know what else is a fad? Turn lanes.
Didn't they talk about removing some of them, though, after Hartwell? Because that was like Hartwell's big thing, was getting all the bike lanes in, and then they realized on some of the roads that it was a really bad idea because the
maybe.
roads weren't wide enough to accommodate that.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
And people were getting injured.
That would be foolish if they put them in and the road wasn't wide enough. But to go backwards,
it wouldn't be the first time that the government has done that. Went,
Put
hey, this is a good
bike
idea.
lanes- Oh, okay.
No, not just
Well,
bike
no,
lanes in
of
general. I
course
mean,
not.
on anything where you go, wait, didn't you just redo that intersection and now you ripped it up and now it's a roundabout? Oh, okay, cool.
They do suck sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, the roundabout's not working. You tore it up and put in a regular intersection. Great.
It's a more bike-friendly city are moving full steam ahead. And sometimes those efforts create a full head of steam. Dave Jewell bikes both paths and streets.
Most motorists give you a little extra room, let you know you're there.
But sometimes things get a little tight.
There are people who almost get a kick out of pushing you off the road or speeding by.
Of course, it's not
Those
just...
are monsters.
They
Yeah,
are. Well, and inherently the problem is both of those people exist in both automobiles and bikes. Because some cyclists are giant a-holes.
Yeah.
Just like no different than some motorists are a-holes to cyclists.
Sure.
So it's like, some people are just antagonistic and like to stick it to one another.
Just the drivers. Ever see a... Of course, it's not just the drivers. Ever see a cyclist run a stop sign or a red light or cut across traffic lanes like this guy? Apparently, GRD...
They made an example out of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
they
guy
sure
better
did.
have
Yeah.
sandwiches from Jimmy John's or we're going to hate him.
Yeah.
You know he does. He's riding a fixie and he has a messenger bag on.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
He has.
Problem is, you have to be in the right place at the right time to catch it. But,
Guys,
when
listen
they-
here. It's the communications director of the city of Grand Rapids, Meatloaf.
Yep. I get all of his emails.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's him. He lives here.
He's in the Fight Club.
Bob has titchbits.
do see violations, they do issue tickets to bicyclists.
So the city has
Meat.
launched a survey, about 15 minutes of questions on road sharing, the rules as well as the attitudes from both the motorist and cyclist perspectives.
This campaign goes to educate both parties. It's just as strong on educating bicyclists on rules of the road as it is motorists.
The answers won't change the policy. The city is trying to create more...
It won't? Why did I do that?
The survey is a waste of time for pinheads.
The survey makes people feel like their voice matters, but obviously everyone knows that's untrue.
It's a nice distraction from his afternoon spent masturbating, said Meatloaf about Joe.
Oh, my God. What a waste of A, time, B, they paid for the survey. It wasn't the Grand Rapids website. It was a third party.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
paid someone to put up that junk.
Yeah, they hired it. And so they will utilize whatever information they glean so long as it corresponds with what they already want to do.
Oh, God,
Is
man.
what it sounds like to me.
I hope one day I get to chant, his name is Robert Paulson, and bury that man in my garden. Oh, I'm pissed.
Bike, pedestrian, and mass transit-friendly streets. Officials believe it's the key to revitalizing neighborhoods. What the survey will do, give the city some idea of what motorists and cyclists understand, what are the misconceptions, and guide a public education campaign set to launch next month that deals with both.
We're going to have billboards, we're going to have radio spots, television spots. You won't be able to ignore the message that is going to be coming out called driving change.
Says you.
I can't get over how meatloafy that guy is.
Yeah,
he even
I know.
started to sound like him to me.
And if you want to take part in that survey, just go to woodtv.com. Live in Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24-hour News 8.
I would
Thanks, Joel.
do anything for love.
But I won't change lanes.
I am so pissed. I did not.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I was doing something to help yesterday.
You are making a difference.
You might as well have been just signed up to go on and give your phone number and your information to telemarketers.
Yeah.
I at the end of the survey, it asks if you want to be placed in a drawing for a $100 Visa gift card, and I went, nope. I'm just here so you have information to make things better.
You fool.
I know.
That's literally the only reason to have done it.
Now I know that.
Yeah. Well,
That-
now the only option is to go back and do it again.
Boy, does that suck. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah, now you know the answers.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I'll ever
Yeah.
trust anything that comes in survey form from a third party ever again.
That was the day Joe became an anarchist.
I used
that
to
was
take
the
'em
day,
all.
the day Joe became cynical about surveys.
And now I'm never going to win that free iPad.
It's back. Loser.
Hey.
97.9 GRD Rocks.